Roger's Base here. Welcome to episode 25 of Japan Time. We are just at the quarter of a century mark for our podcast, and we have an extremely epic group of people with us today. We've got the entire original cast. We got Shofu, Zeph, and Ricky Cocaine.
Shofu, man. He
just hung up.
He just hung up, but he's
no, he never joined.
Additionally, we have, of course, WarChamp7 joining us.
What's up, everybody?
We've got Koban Armani 456.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
We got Ultra Nick 24.
Okay.
Well done. Well done.
He's here, though. He's here. And we've got very special guests. You guys have been asking for him to come back for a very long time. He's finally back. He's coming back as a regular. We've got the one and only Shizzy.
Everybody bow down.
What's happening, though? No flex zone. No flex zone. It's good.
All right. Now, guys, we have a lot to talk about this week. There was a lot of stuff that happened in the pick of the days. We have some other stuff to talk about, too, in terms of Project M news, Super Smash Flash stuff. We're also going to talk about this. Hello?
I am back.
All right. So
Okay.
He sounds just like Ricky Cocaine when he came to the call.
We're also going to talk about the San Diego Comic-Con Smash Tournament. We're going to talk about Bowser, No Items, Battlefield. And, of course, we're going to be talking about Zenith, which is going on right now, the big Smash Brothers tournament that's going on at the NYU Gamer, whatever it's called. I don't know what the name of it is. It's like the Gamer Building or the Gamer School. All right. Either way, we're going to get started. The first pick of the day we're going to be starting with is from July 15th, 2014. Better known as WarChamp Eating Crow Day, and this is Pick of the Day. Along with Robin, Lucina joins the battle. Her physical abilities are identical to Marth's. It must be in her DNA. However, where Marth's power is concerned, Marth's power is concentrated in the tip of his sword. Lucina's attack strength is balanced throughout the weapon, which might make her easier to control. She's also a bit shorter than Marth. With the Wii Fit trainers, male and female Robins, the Villagers, and Little Mac, varying their appearances and voices works just like selecting alternate color variations. However, whenever there's even a small difference in abilities, that character gets an actual roster slot. That's why you can select Lucina individually. By the way, there's probably no chance you'll be able to see it in game, but Lucina has the mark of Naga in her left eye. So we got confirmation that Lucina is a full-on clone character. She is not an alternate costume.
Yeah.
People were asking about us to talk about this literally the day that we ended up putting up the last episode. So we're sorry that it happened when it did. But WarChamp, what do you got to say?
I'm hearing a lot of words here, Roger, but all I'm hearing is please punch me in the face. No, but like the fact that this was the picture of the day literally right after that announcement meant meant Sakurai knew it was really ambiguous what was going on, and I mentioned it in the pre-show and I'll mention it now, that in Sakurai's column that he writes for Famitsu, he even mentioned how originally Lucina was an alt costume for Marth, as I was suggesting on the last episode. That was originally what was intended, but they ended up deciding, like, why not? Let's make her own character a little bit different.
Yeah, that Famitsu article even mentioned about Crom, too, about the fact that Crom wasn't, like, individual enough and they wanted Lucina because she's a female character. That was actually a really interesting article. And by the way, to those of you guys who are listening, it probably won't be out by the time this podcast is edited and out, but the new Koro Koro is also going to be revealing the full starting roster for Smash Brothers. So I've been seeing people tweeting about the Koro Koro information, and I guess a lot of people think that it's going to be the full roster that's revealed, and that's not going to be the case. The actual translation is the starting roster, which is all the characters that we've seen so far, plus maybe like one or two others. But we shall see.
And on the tail of that discussion we had last episode about her being an alt and how originally she was intended that way, the fact that Sakurai did give us that confirmation was that she was intended to originally be an alt, despite being a completely different character, means that all of that follow-up discussion we had last episode about other possible characters that could fall into that category are not off the table now.
No.
Stuff like Dark Pit for Pit and other things like that we brought up are definitely all still on the table.
I'm seeing a lot of people too bringing up Dr. Mario. They want Dr. Mario to come back now.
Yeah, we could do Dr. Mario. We could do some of the other captains from Pikmin 3. So, like, Sakurai gave us that info that what we were suggesting last episode was, like, it's an idea they've had. It's something that is completely possible that they feel is okay in Smash. They just decided not to do it with Lucina. So it's completely possible we'll get that with some other people.
Yeah, there's also literally no reason to not want her in the game because Sakurai said she didn't take the place of another character. She, like, I guess expanded the roster her own way. I mean, because he said that the roster was decided before the game was made, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But was Lucina planned as an... I don't even know. So much weird shit, but...
This decision just might have been made back at that time.
True.
Like they could be thinking, like, what do we want to do with Lucina? Well, we could make her an alt. Like,
yeah,
but
she didn't take
he
the
might have
spot of
only
anyone.
he might have only told us the information like a week ago, but it was still information that was decided 2 years ago, possibly.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I definitely think, and I think on top of that too, Lucina and Robin, same with those characters. They became really popular characters because of Fire Emblem Awakening, and there were a ton of character polls even before the roster was announced or made public, and that we even knew about these characters. And Lucina was always at the top of like character popularity polls in Famitsu. So I'm sure he probably noted interest and other people's interest in the character long before we found out about it, or even probably before he was like thinking of making her an alternate costume. Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to the next picture then. The next picture is for July. Hold on. Wait. July 16th. And it gives a little bit of clarification on the 11th sword.
Hello?
Oh my God.
Robin,
What the heck was that?
best character in Smash.
Okay, so the 11th sword and tomes are Robin's lifelines. The 11th sword could be activated by using smash attacks. You can even activate these moves in mid-air. However, just like in the original game, the 11th sword can only be used a limited number of times before it breaks, at which point it takes some time to regenerate. When the 11th sword's unavailable, Robin fights using the bronze sword. The way Robin launches arc fire is also kind of crazy. He or she calls down a bolt of flame from above and then launches a pillar of fire. By the way, Robin's tome attacks change with each special attack. So, a lot of information in here. We found out that Robin's 4 special attacks are the different tomes. Arc fire is his side B. Thunder is his regular standard attack. His down special is Nosferatu, and his up special is Elwind. By the way, Arc Fire looks a lot like PK Fire, like in the video.
I was really like indifferent on Robin before this picture because I just didn't care. But the fact that the spell animations are the ones from the Game Boy Advance games, and that makes me like Robin a lot more because they're like over dramatic, and it just looks really nice.
Yeah.
But something about the actual character is I noticed their jab string depends on the book they're holding.
Zeph was pointing that out. In the reveal trailer, at one point, Robin does a jab combo, and it's 2 swings with the sword, and then he just like waves a fire tome, and they explode. And then Zeph is saying he saw at some point that the jab combo changed with a different tome.
Yeah, with the wind.
Oh, weird. See, I thought the wind was just his recovery, but...
And we've gotten info since the reveal of how Robin's specials work, and basically each different direction is a different tome. So it's not like you have a tome and that's your 4 specials until that tome runs out. It's you have a different element for each one of your special attacks. So that means like your jab, if Zeph is right, then your jab depends on what special you use last. So that adds some very fun depth to them.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, I like the variation too of the forward airs and stuff like that with the 11th sword, like because that adds sort of another element of it too, because then you got to plan out how many times you can use it.
Now,
Well,
quick question.
it is a tactician in the game, so I mean,
Exactly.
No,
I
quick question.
really want Lucina and Robin to have like their second classes as alt costumes, like their fancier ones, like the Grandmaster and Great Lord outfits.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I really want those results, but someone wanted to say something.
Yeah. What?
Oh yeah. Quick question. What's the difference between the Levin and the bronze sword? Which one's which?
The
Levin
Levin
sword
sword is the jagged lightning one that hits like a goddamn truck.
Yeah.
And then
bronze sword
the
is just some
bronze sword
flimsy.
is the skinny one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
it's what you use when you have tomes still, I guess.
Okay.
And people are asking about this in the chat because Ricky, you were not here when we talked about the character announcement of Robin and Lucina. So
Yeah.
everybody's asking for your opinion. What do you think of these characters? What was your reaction when you saw that trailer?
More infusion of hentai anime characters, who, I'm not opposed to, but I was still expecting like a Nest reveal, and Robin is as close as I'm gonna get with that not the PK, Arcfire, but I'm not disappointed. I'll say that much.
At least Captain Falcon beat up the enemy.
Falcon came back and he was killing everybody. That was extreme.
That was
And
the best part of the trailer.
the one weird thing was, why would he only use Crom as a final smash? Instead, like at the end of the trailer, I was out here thinking, oh, he said, you're going to get your day today. And I was like, finally,
Yeah, he's getting revenge on Falcon is what
dream
he's
coming
getting.
true. And it wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Do not need another blue-haired swordsman in Smash.
I think he could have been an alternate.
Lucina's a
costume,
swordswoman.
though, at
We're
least.
safe.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
True.
so you're not making sense, War Champ. You can kill off Lucina.
No. Think
who's
about
a clone,
Ricky.
and
We
then
just
you inject
no. We just talked about this. Lucina was originally an alt costume. She got turned into her own character with very slight differences from Marth. How would you feel if Crom was in the game with a slightly modified Marth moveset?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's all he was going to be anyway.
okay,
No,
so
Crom
my
is, like,
erection
bigger
would be a
and
lot
stuff.
smaller than
Crom would
it's
be
supposed
like
to if
Roy.
was
He would
a
be in
clone
between of Marth and Ike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what would have been really cool was if what they did was they had Lucina have the the balanced power with the sword, then have Marth have the power with the tip, and then just have Crom be like another alternate costume and have
Well, the
him
powers
basically
in the
have
help?
the same, something like that,
Yeah,
and
you know
have
what
him
that
more
is? It's
powerful
Roy.
but
It was in
slower.
melee and it sucked.
Dang. Or I don't know, just something to differentiate them slightly so that they could all be in there and be alternate costumes at
Yeah.
least, instead
Okay.
of having Crom be a final smash.
I
Like,
think it's
lucky.
fine. I think it's fine the way it is, honestly.
We could get
If
lucky.
you played Fire Emblem Awakening, Crom is very fitting being Robin's final smash.
Mm.
If you've played the game and know the story.
more
Yeah,
so
if they're
than the whole
close here.
character.
What were you saying?
I said more so than the whole character, or an
Well, I
alt
mean,
costume.
I think if you like Warchamp was saying, if you've actually played Awakening,
Yeah.
the connection between Crom and Robin is kind of stronger than just the character of Crom himself. So it makes sense that he's Robin's final smash. But I mean, even if you go back to watch like my reaction video to that trailer, I thought Crom was actually an unlockable character until I noticed again, rewatched it, that he's just Robin's final smash.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not personally too upset about the fact that
It looks fine on my end. I'm not seeing any problems. So is it a
Okay.
Twitch problem? I didn't see my
yeah, it
stream.
went offline for a second.
I didn't see it go anywhere.
I didn't see it go anywhere either.
Yeah, mine's is still going.
The stream
The stream-
changed servers. You're on source now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, now it's back. At
Oh,
first
you got
it
you
went
got transcodes is what happened. Twitch is like, this stream's getting a lot of viewers, and so they just gave you transcode options.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. Does that
That's great for a VOD. That's
awesome. All right, cool.
All
Okay,
I
so-
see. Okay, basically,
okay. Now mine's
just to,
going.
just to wrap it up.
Oh, and now
is,
they're
is
gone.
the stream still going?
It's gone again. It's back.
Now the transcodes are gone.
That was back.
What is happening?
Twitch is being a piece of shit.
Black people.
Yeah.
I like the little like honking in the background. Bing, bing, bing. All right, it's working
that's
for me
Twitch.
now. So, Ricky, you want to talk?
All I'm saying is, Sakurai will not forsake us. Crom will probably be some kind of alternate costume for somebody.
Oh, you
And
won't.
when he's in the battle, Alfonso takes over the final smash.
God
Oh
damn
my-
it.
How did you not see it coming? How did you not see it coming?
I saw it coming.
God damn it. I forgot all about that.
You gotta come in clutch.
Alfonso. Well,
Move on.
yeah, we'll move on. This actually.
No, before we do, there was one thing because I think it was Roger who commented about Arc Fire looking like PK Fire.
Oh yeah.
Given we actually got info about how the specials worked, and it's actually not that close, honestly. When he does Arc Fire, apparently the fireball like comes down from the sky towards him and then launches forward from him.
Oh, see, the way it looks in the trailer is like he's launching downwards.
Yeah, you just see like the end part of it where he's just like launching it, but apparently it comes down from the sky to him and then launches forward.
Yeah, I'll link a video later of what all the animations are based off of. They're all ripped from the game,
which is damn cool.
That is cool.
But we should know that kind of flare is coming after Mega Man's original announcement.
Definitely. Well, let's move on to the next picture then. This is for 717. It is kind of useless.
Yeah, this is retarded.
It doesn't even look like this anymore.
Like Pit's eyes aren't even open. Neither are Peach's.
All right,
They weren't ready.
We have Nintendogs plus cats. How could we forget them? Just FYI, there's about 5 dog breeds in this game. This was me reporting from the 3DS exclusive stage, the living room. So it looks like Sakurai's cat joined the battle.
Sakurai's living room?
Sakurai's living room. People were bringing up the fact that maybe you'll actually see, because Sakurai always tweets out about his cat, that maybe we'll see his cat as one of the background characters in this level.
Like tweeted it today.
Cool. Yeah,
tweeted his cat today.
Yeah, tweeted his cat today.
Can I kill it?
What?
Forget Shizzy.
Shizzy wants to kill Sakurai's cat? Why?
Sakurai's cat's gonna pop because he made Lucina a friggin' character.
There's too much feminism going on right now.
We moved past that.
There's a feminist movement. No, you know what? This was about to get so chauvinistic. Let's keep going.
All right. So we're gonna. We don't need to get any more Tumblr hate than we already do. All right.
Damn.
Oh man.
The next picture is for 718, and it says, "Pick of the day. Here's a screen KO shot. There are also patterns where players will disappear into the sky for star KOs, but as the match's time limit approaches, those KOs will not occur anymore."
Thank God.
Yeah, that's a really good change. I like it.
Yeah.
No, it's not. 'Cause it's a good change that's not going to affect absolutely anything as far as we're concerned.
Right. Mm-hmm. But it's also good to, I mean, we got kind of confirmation of this when we played the demo back at E3, but we also got confirmation, too, of the screen KOs being back. And they actually do look really cool.
If star KOs also disappear for your last stock, then it's a good change that we'll care about. But as far as like our actual matches go, it doesn't matter in a tournament environment because we don't play strictly by time. We play by stock, and matches very rarely go to time.
Yeah.
Oh, we play with stock and time, don't we?
Yeah, but like how often does like a match end close to time? Even in Brawl, it doesn't usually go to time.
I guess
that
you're
often.
right.
They take a while, but they don't usually go to time.
I do like the special touches that they did to Little Mac, how his face is messed up whenever he hits the screen with the bandage. I do like that. I don't know why.
The screen KOs are pretty great.
They are.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to move on to the next picture. This is for 721, and it is a little more detail about Robin's down special move, which is Nosferatu. So Sakurai says, Robin's Nosferatu is the first ability in the Smash Bros. Series that recovers your damage as it gives damage to others. The attack becomes even stronger if you strike from behind. Now, Robin doesn't actually use this ability in the original game, but we added the element to make the character unique. Who knows? The ideas we use in this game may contribute to the original series. So yeah.
I like this.
Can Robin job change to Dark Mage?
Robin can change to anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess he technically can use it.
Just not as a tactician, he can't.
Yeah.
But I think one of the other things about this picture I saw people talking about, people for some reason thought that Pit looked like Dark Pit in this picture, and they were.
Yeah. I thought he did for a minute.
I thought so too. I'm not gonna lie. And then I looked at it a bit closely.
You guys are stupid. He's just purple because of the Nosferatu. He's obviously wearing white.
Thank you, Shizzy.
Wait, isn't
saying what we're all thinking? Maybe not as eloquently.
Did he say how long you can use this? Like, can you hold them indefinitely, or do they like explode away?
That would be so gay if you could hold them indefinitely.
It looks like based on the video where we saw a little bit of footage of it, where Robin's using Nosferatu against Palutena. It looks like it stops after a couple seconds.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did.
So then, do we know how much damage he recovers back?
No.
We do not know.
Probably be like a second or something. I don't know.
Just saying. They stole another idea from Project M.
What, recovering damage?
Ivysaur does it.
Ivysaur.
Oh, that's totally right.
Oh yeah.
But
Project M did it
okay,
first.
in Project M, Ivysaur doesn't hold. Wait,
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yes, he does. They charge-
Isn't one of his grabs
Yeah,
like
it's one of
the-
he,
yeah,
he,
when-
he gains energy back or lowers his percentage damage.
Look, first of all,
by just
Ivysaur's a
doing it.
girl.
God damn it!
Man,
Yep.
who cares? The Pokemon. They're all the same. They're all the same
First of
gender.
all, Shofu,
You know,
When did
shut
Shofu
up.
come here?
Shofu's
Hello?
always been here.
Show who's been here.
But you know,
Dude,
Shofu
He didn't even introduce himself.
Hello?
Shofu brought up a good point because you were just talking about characters who kind of seem the same but aren't. And those characters like Wolf and Falco have just been confirmed because we got a great Fox stage from Star Fox.
How did Wolf get confirmed? How did Wolf get
That's not a
Ah.
confirmation.
That's not a confirmation
That's not a
at all.
confirmation at all.
Two R-Wings.
I ain't falling for this because the last like 10 things you predicted have been super false. Nah, son.
Happening.
Hell no.
And
Okay, wait, Shofu. There are two
Right.
R-Wings there for Fox and Falco, at least.
there you go.
No way, man. Those R-Wings have Falco, Slippy, and Peppy's piloting the Great Fox. They're all deconfirmed right now.
Oh
Okay.
my lord.
Oh, my dick.
Spit this cold.
No,
You guys-
seriously.
I
Pick
don't
of
know
the
what
day.
we're fighting though.
Pick of the day for 722 was of the Great Fox from Star Fox Assault, and Sakurai says, "I wonder what missions it will conduct. It'll probably have fighters running around on top of it without the pilot's consent." So there's a couple things to talk about for this picture. One, based on the angle of the shot, do you guys think this is going to work like Corneria and Sector Z, or do you think it's
Yeah.
going to work like Venom?
I think
think
we're
with
getting a
this
new
picture-
pilot wings.
I
What this
honestly,
picture, no. I think what this picture is specifically is, you know how you have like the stage select icons?
Yeah.
I think that's what this is, just bigger.
So we have no
I
idea. How
I
I don't
honestly
think this is an actual in-game screenshot. I think it's like the art for the.
But don't the
Thing.
stage select icons usually depict the stage as they are, like in a playable form?
Yeah, so I think it's gonna. Well, I mean, maybe a bit different for this.
see. I honestly
This is
think
weird.
that
I don't know.
we're
Not in
honestly going to be
Corneria.
flying to different planets during this stage.
I hope it's like
yeah,
a
there's a
Corneria.
plan in the
I hope everyone's
background.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'd be
we're probably
great.
going to be flying to
great
like
if it was a-
Corneria.
I just want this stage to not have lilac edges.
What are lilac edges?
Have you ever played Lilac Cruise in Brawl?
Yes.
Have you
Uh,
ever hit?
Oh,
have you ever?
oh, you mean like? Oh, okay. Yeah,
They're
where
terrible. They're melee battlefield ledges, but worse.
Well, what this stage kind of thought like, what I was kind of reminded of when I was looking at the stage is it seems like a Sector Z, but just kind of like what you guys brought up right now, it does kind of seem like it's going to other planets. So it seems like it'll be a mix of Space Battleground and Corneria.
I think it's more
Battleground.
Venom than Corneria because there's no
Corneria.
back to the Great Fox.
And remember, this is also the assault version of the Great Fox. So you're probably going to be going to like the Aperoid homeworld or something like that, or wherever
Right.
that game took place.
Right. I mean,
All right, hear me out. Hear me out. Now, what if, right? Now, what if? Hear me out now. Hear me out. Hear me out now. What if, right?
Listening.
As you're fighting on the ship, right?
Of course.
As you're doing damage, as you grab the opponent and you slam him onto the ship, right? You break
Done.
through, and then you see Crystal with a shower scene, right? And you're fighting. Don't laugh. Hear me out. Now you're don't laugh. Don't laugh. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. So during
Still
the shower
listening.
scene, right? If you deal enough damage without leaving that screen, Crystal jumps out of the shower and you unlock her.
Join the battle.
Okay.
Crystal throws her towel in the brawl. Crystal throws her towel in. That would be.
Little known fact: Shizzy actually works with Sakurai. That's insider information for everybody who's out there.
Yeah, that's exactly.
That's all, folks.
I think I think Mike is done. He just quit.
That's all, folks.
There's gonna be a mini
guys
game,
are
by the way.
Mike just quit.
It's gonna talk to them real quick. It's gonna be a mini game. It's gonna be Super Smash Brothers Extreme Beach Volleyball. It's gonna only feature. It's only gonna feature Zero Suit Samus, Peach, Sheik's sexy self, and Crystal. And they're just gonna hang out in the Super Mario Sunshine area and just get naked.
You could actually throw Kim Kardashian in too as a me.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, Kanye. They could be at the party.
Kanye
Anaconda Minute, Nick
Can we
Minaj.
get an
No,
ass-
she's actually gonna be a boss. By the way, they've replaced Master Hand with Master Booty. So
Oh my god. What is
Everybody's
happening?
laughing, but
teased in
Shizzy's
Palestine's
showing me
trailer.
previews.
Nicki Minaj and Iggy Azalea have a fight.
Oh,
That's the picture, Mike.
Look at this picture.
He's done. He's
Oh,
just
God.
he's
It's all
just putting in his
false.
resume to other places. He's out of here.
Not even bad.
That's
Mike, you gotta throw it up as a GIF. Here you go.
Oh,
I have that saved as a GIF. You gotta throw it up.
Jif?
Yes, let's not
That's how it's
talk about
pronounced.
No,
gotta
it's
get-
not.
No,
It's
GIF is
not.
the actual
It's
pronunciation.
GIF. I
It's
don't-
GIF.
it. Here we go.
No. If I tell you the word bitch means sandwich, it's not true.
I don't give a fuck.
If you invented
Because that
sandwiches,
man said it's pronounced GIF doesn't mean it's pronounced GIF. There are rules to this shit. It's fucking
GIF without
GIF.
No.
So does that mean the whole
No.
English language
You
can be
take out-
pronounced
No.
anyway?
It's
No.
GIF.
Yo, can we talk about Smash Bros?
No.
yes, let's get back on topic. So,
No.
This is Smash
Yeah, but
Bros.
if-
talk.
so
I said put up
back
the
to
Smash
Crystal
Bros.
on the Great Fox.
No.
Oh yeah, so back to my crystal reveal.
Oh
So
my
you know what I'm saying? So you do your down grab, and you break through the top of the Great Fox, and then she's there in mid shower, and you guys are dealing damage. She throws her towel in, as Roger says, and jumps out, and there you go. You gotta unlock her, right? All her moves are based off the booty. So she's not gonna be using the staff or anything. She's just gonna be hip tossing the whole time. Everything's like a Peach side B. You get what I mean? And it's just nothing but booty power.
okay.
So-
So next, now that we got that clarified, next pick of the day, 723.
Quite glad.
This is actually
Quite
this is
glad.
kind of a downer pick, considering the fact what we just came off of.
Quite
This was
glad.
confirmation that the Wily's Castle stage from the Wii U version is also going to be the Mega Man stage for the 3DS version. So, pick of the day, in general, there are two completely different stages in the 3DS and Wii U versions of Smash Brothers. But we made Wily Castle and the special boxing ring available for both versions. We didn't forget Yellow Devil either, which is like, we wish you would have. There may be some small differences in the stages, such as the 3DS stage appearing to be during daylight hours. So this, just personally, I saw this and got really upset because we have two different stages for Pac-Man. We have the Pac-World stage or whatever on the Wii U version, and the Pac-Man Maze for the 3DS version. Mega Man is a character people have wanted forever. He deserves two different stages, and especially one without the shitty, garbage, piece of nonsense, horrible, disgusting boss Yellow Devil.
You know what though, Roger?
Hey,
I don't know
you
how
make
you
the stage.
Roger,
You
Roger.
make the stage,
Hold
Roger,
on,
because it's so
Roger.
easy.
Here's the thing, though.
I don't
It's
know.
like-
I don't know why Roger's calling this a disappointment because I'm pretty sure the rest of us are all looking forward to the shower scene with Yellow Devil.
Oh,
Oh my god.
man.
No, I was gonna say, but we're mostly going to be playing for glory anyway, so we're not going to even see this thing.
It's true.
Like, am I right? So
That's true.
it's not
Yo,
really a big
devil.
deal. It's annoying, like it's definitely stupid, but
Oh, you
No,
haven't
it's
played
not
Mega
that
Man 1.
It's just there's so much stuff that they could have pulled from Mega Man. They could have had Mega Man X stages. They could have gone into the Battle Network games for the 3DS version.
They
It
shouldn't
just-
have done that. They don't have to do all of that.
Now I wonder
man.
what's
They could've-
going to be
I'm
different.
salty about this. I'm salty about this.
Now I
Yo,
wonder
this-
what's going to be different about the boxing ring stage, though.
Just play the Final Destination version of this if you don't want the Yellow Devil there.
I guess. All right. Well, then let's move to the next picture. Next picture is of hold on.
Luigi's Mansion for the 3DS.
Oh yeah. So it is the
TV
Tomodachi
clips.
Collection stage, right?
Luigi's Mansion.
It's not Luigi's Mansion.
It's Luigi's Mansion daytime.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, okay. So pick of the day. I was like, Luigi's Mansion. This is definitely not from Luigi's Mansion. You mean the Brawl stage?
Yeah, the
So this is
Brawl
the Tomodachi Life stage that's exclusive to the 3DS version. The front walls of the apartments disappear, so you can see the area within when a fighter overlaps the room. The rooms are randomly placed and selected among several different types. Planting an X-bomb behind a mall might be an effective tactic. You might also run into a Mii in the living room. The Mii characters are taken from the data in your 3DS systems, so you can actually find your friends living within the apartments.
BT
So-
confirmed.
They got to.
All right, hold on.
Hold on.
I
Do you
have
guys
something
think
to say.
no, Shizzy, hold up. Do you think it's
Go
the
ahead.
do you think it's the bottom left panel or the middle right panel that's got the shower in it?
Oh my gosh.
God
Damn it.
So it's Joe.
Hold on, let me just say something right now. Yo, Shofu, if I catch your me in the house, it's a problem.
What you gonna do?
Knock him out.
Dick should notice.
Well, he'll crush everything you bring.
Knock
at
him out. Take everything in your house. It's a wrap for everything that you own in that house.
Let it be known. Let it be known.
I'm gonna catch Shofu's me pooping, and I'm gonna just wreck him.
You can't fight him, can you? Because that'd be dope.
Hey, that'd be hilarious.
No, you-
Are
That
they
would
just
be.
chilling in the back, like just looking?
Yeah,
What if,
Like that
what if
black-
you like attacked
Me?
them and then they went like cuckoo mode to where they just destroyed you?
Oh my gosh. All right, so
Hilarious.
if there's nothing else to be said about the Tomodachi Life stage, and in fact, we even talked about this when this stage was like first revealed that we thought this might be how it works. But we're going to move on to the next picture, which is the first confirmation for those of you guys who haven't played the demo.
But the 3DS version has a menu.
Yes, 3DS.
No way!
Yeah.
I love menus.
I know, me too, man.
Well,
Oh,
apparently Sakurai does too, and he says, this time the icons are even more animated. The design concept may look similar if you've played other games that I've worked on, but we had a hard time making this one because the bottom screen displays pictures matching each mode. This was quite a task for the UI. Parentheses, user interface, designers, but they made it happen. Kudos to them. You can tap the screen to look up additional info like how to play, complete with diagrams.
I like it.
You remember back when you first learned how to like use PowerPoint?
Yeah.
Talking about like this menu might be more animated. Like the last one, it just, you know, the little buttons just like
Shook.
popped a little bit. But maybe we might get lucky. You know, you have to chase down a button as it flies all over the place. You fade, swipe to the left. You know, something real cool. Like I'm interested in stuff like that because the menu wasn't exciting enough before. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad he included this. And
You're
wasted
saying
a
you want to
picture of
chase
the
down the buttons when you're.
I want to chase. I want being in the menu to be its own game. I want something because I mean, this was a waste. We already knew it was gonna have like buttons. We already knew they were gonna do things. He could have showed us some more Lucina.
There was actually one big confirmation in this that a lot of people didn't notice.
Which is?
You could notice right now there's a separate button for Smash Run and online, which means it probably isn't online, which is a huge disappointment.
I thought people already knew that.
No, people even said that Smash Run was available online.
Yeah, even somebody from IGN also said it whenever they played it.
Yeah.
It's like, so it may still be online.
Yeah, you never know. It says Smash is still a different option, so you know maybe technically there might be an extra option online, but a lot of people are reading into this picture saying that Smash Run might just be its own separate mode and it's not going to be online, which is kind of a shame. But all right, well, let's move on. Let's move on to the next picture. So actually, with this picture, I had tweeted out something the night before because 7/28 was actually a really big anniversary for the Mother franchise, and I was almost certain that we were going to get Ness revealed on this day, but we did not. Instead, we found out that Sakurai actually reads NeoGAF, and we got Takamaru confirmed as an assist trophy. So it says, I, Takamaru, have waited many years to appear in Super Smash Brothers. Link, Samus, Pit, and I all debuted in the same year. Multi-directional pinwheel knife rook attack. FYI, I'm an assist trophy.
This is just as bad as that Waluigi burn, man.
He waited until the end.
Yeah,
was this the same guy that was featured in Nintendo Land?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's his games in Nintendo Land, yeah.
I got a segue after this picture.
Okay, well, just while we're talking about this picture, because a lot of people were really upset by this character being deconfirmed, I want to point out to a lot of people who were thinking that, you know, like, this would have just been another sword character. Like, yes, maybe he could have had a different, like, samurai-type moveset where he's a slow fighter similar to Ike, but I feel like at this point, especially with Lucina in the game now, we've got enough sword fighters as it is. And I'm including Shulk in that, because I do still think we're getting Shulk. And I think I always thought it was going to be either Shulk or Takamaru. I didn't think we were going to get both. So now I'm still going to guess that we're going to get Shulk. But it's upsetting to see him deconfirmed.
I'm thinking that they never had Takamaru in mind as a playable character. Because if you just observe the left hand, the polygons with the fused fingers from GTA Vice City, you can tell there was no effort here.
That looks like a brawl model.
They
It actually
never
looks like a
dreamt
brawl
of him as a
model.
real character.
Maybe it was a brawl model.
The
Maybe it was
assist trophies are the assist trophies are generally much lower res than
Even if you look,
they're
at
much
like,
lower
the
quality
blades,
than actual playables.
The blades he tosses out look really bad.
Yeah,
Like, dude, look at this guy. He looks like he's in San
That is-
Andreas.
Yeah, his sword. God dang it.
His foot is coming out of the thing.
Looking like Carl Johnson pudding.
Even in Brawl, the assist trophy models are a lot lower quality than the actual characters. Like that's something a lot of people don't understand when they start asking us about Project M. Like, hey, can you make this assist trophy character into a playable? I mean, you already got the model right there. Okay, one.
Yeah, but it
doesn't work
garbage,
that.
right?
One, it looks like shit. We'd have to that model would have to be completely redone. And two, even if we didn't have to completely redo it, it doesn't just work that way.
right.
It has to be
Like Son.
it has to be rigged and everything and ready to go.
This man's life is horrible. He like his fingers don't separate. Look at this man's hand.
The Vulcan
Pillsbury
salute.
Doughboy, man.
The
It's just
freaking Vulcan salute.
Look at him.
Are we done with this picture?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
one other thing I do want to
Do your
talk about
segue.
before bringing this up. I do actually think this actually helps Takamaru's chances for the next Smash Brothers game, because I feel like if they're going to bring in another retro character and upgrade them from assist trophy status, similar to what happened to Little Mac in Brawl, so long as there's some type of reboot with Takamaru coming recently, we do know that Takamaru's game was just released on Virtual Console for the first time. Maybe he'll be the next retro character we cling on to, because honestly, since Smash Brothers Brawl came out, we got a brand new Kid Icarus game with the pit model. We got a new Punch-Out, which then upgraded Little Mac from assist trophy status to playable status. Maybe Takamaru will be that character for the next game, the guy who gets upgraded.
You guys heard it here first, everybody. The Nintendo Wii U is coming out.
With Smash
Nintendo
Brothers
Super
Stick.
Happy Fun Time Box.
Now, I'm pretty sure, Warchamp, you mentioned that you had a segue. Please. Give me this.
So Prague just messaged me on Facebook. He's not coming on the show, guys. Don't start panicking. Prague just messaged me on Facebook saying, "What the fuck, Smash?" And I asked him a question. He linked me a Twitter conversation. Apparently, he got followed by the bassist of Van Halen, who has apparently been a Smash fan since the first one, and even mentioned saying he's been playing a lot of Project M lately.
Yeah.
And Prague's trying to convince him to come out to an event. What the hell is going on?
Awesome, actually.
Yeah.
That's
Man,
really random, but that's
real.
also awesome.
What is going on?
Tell him to play me
taking
right now.
over,
I
man.
win. I do a song with Van Halen.
They could open for Shizzy on tour.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. All right,
Great.
one thing that is very awesome that we got in the pick of the day, this was for 729. Pick of the day, for the first time ever in the Super Smash Bros. Series, we are getting a Paper Mario stage.
Tell him again.
The stage is already better than Sticker Star itself.
Definitely.
Yep.
Agreed. So it says it's made of paper and strong winds will end up blowing away the stage. And since the stage is paper, it transforms whenever it folds over and opens up again. This ship, in the second pick of the day, so there were two. There was one that took place like in the plains from Sticker Star, and the second picture was of the SS Flavion from Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. And it looks like the blooper from that game is going to be a boss on that part of the stage.
Flavio.
This stage looks fantastic. I love it.
So,
I've been waiting for Paper Mario for a very long time. And
I don't know why I was so annoyed with this caption. I was super annoyed when I first read the caption because it's like, here's a Paper Mario stage. It's made of paper. It's like, it clearly says paper.
Does this mean you can't have a stage without some kind of representation character-wise, though, right?
Alternate costume.
Well, I
Alternate-
don't necessarily think that. Look, we didn't get an Electroplankton playable in Brawl, but we had an Electroplankton stage.
True.
True.
And
You
we
think
did
it's going to be an
that?
assist trophy?
and we had
If
an
nothing else?
Animal Crossing stage, and we didn't get an Animal Crossing rep in Brawl.
True,
There
yeah.
you go.
We had an Animal Crossing assist trophy at least, though, in Brawl. With Reset.
Paper
Yeah,
Mario
true.
would be a dope character, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather have Paper Mario than Baby Bowser.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Paper Mario.
Baby Bowser.
Baby Bowser would be sick, son.
More than Paper Mario? Really?
I feel like Baby Bowser is long overdue to me.
Wait, what were you saying, Shofu?
Said that paper cut Final Smash though.
Oh my god.
Strongest Final Smash in the game.
That really would be.
It'd be crazy.
Turn all your foes into paper and then just have the scissors go across the screen.
Yeah, cut them all.
That'd be
I'm
pretty
talking about
sick.
an actual paper cut. Like when you cut yourself with paper.
Well, that means like anybody who touches Paper Mario would immediately get KO'd because they'd all just get meat.
No, man, they just suck their fingers. You don't die.
You paper cut them, then you
Yeah,
throw
they don't die. They literally just stand there and go, ooh, ooh.
They use your hammer when you KO.
Gotta pause.
All right.
The next pick of the day was
Reach
actually
it.
something that we had discussed previously and we thought was part of Pac-Man's moveset, but it's actually not. So it's the Boss Galaga item. It's a Namco item, and it's not related to the like Namco flag item, the rally flag. That seems to be a separate item. So it says, if you get caught in the Boss Galaga item's tractor beam, it will carry you away to the top of the screen. You could shoot it down, but it won't join you in battle for double the firepower. So, I mean, there isn't really much else about this item, but people were mentioning, after this pick of the day went out, look at what the villager and the female villager are doing, and
Crazy now.
what characters make that same kind of taunt.
Allah.
Allah. What?
Ice
No,
climbers.
no.
It's
Yeah.
the sun salutation to Allah.
I knew it. The villagers were secretly drones.
Villagers
God dang it.
secretly killed ice climbers.
Thank God.
Oh,
The
my
villagers
God.
are
man.
sacrificing Donkey Kong to their volcano
Huh.
god.
Oh, yes, you
Yeah,
have a
they're-
point.
They're sacrificing
Yeah.
Donkey Kong for the sun. Praise the sun.
You actually
my
have a
God.
point. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, so they actually have the ice climbers taunt, which is kind of strange.
Good.
So the ice climbers are cut.
No,
He
I
couldn't-
don't
he couldn't
necessarily
fix
think
it.
ice climbers are cut, but a lot of people were looking at that and being like, isn't this interesting? So I wanted to bring it up.
Yeah. I
Next
thought they
thing
did a
of the day,
lot
though.
more. They like danced a little bit too.
What, the villagers?
No, the ice climbers. They danced a little bit before
What-
they
another
did
Oh,
thing.
that dancing. That was like a drunk night shuffle after a couple drinks.
Okay.
That wasn't like a
Alright.
dance. Like the villager actually like dances. Like one of the villagers' taunts is he does the shrunk.
Oh yeah. The
moves around. He goes
The little jig.
ooh.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
So I got,
What is happening?
All right, so we're
It's
gonna
okay.
move to the next picture, and this is of a new stage also. So we had a lot of new stages this week.
oh boy.
Pick of the day. Reshiram appears on one of the stages in the 3DS version. Zekrom and Milotic, weirdly enough, will also appear on this stage too. It's close enough to the launch date of the game, so I don't have to describe the stage to you, right? The design of the stage is based off of the surroundings of a certain character's castle. So
Unconfirmed for Smash.
obviously, yeah, En's Castle as a stage of the 3DS version. I think it's really weird that Milotic shows up.
Yeah, what does Milotic have to do with anything?
I don't really know why that's there.
She's a
believe it's
pretty ass
Milotic.
worm. We need her.
A pretty ass worm. Think about that sentence.
But what if
Shut up.
Why are you guys laughing? What?
Oh, I wasn't even going there. I was just saying it sounds ridiculous, but I mean, okay. Anyway,
You
Go
blatantly
on.
turned it into a dick joke.
no, I didn't want to.
Or,
God damn.
God damn it.
I mean, I'm hoping this stage isn't like a horrible spear pillar type stage. Like, I really hope that this stage is just like those characters appear in the background. And you could turn them off when you do Final Destination for Glory or whatever. Because En's Castle has some amazing music. Like, Black and White is probably my favorite music-wise of the
End's
entire
Bridge
series.
is such a good song.
Yeah. So if we ended up getting End music, that would be great. I would love it. I mean, what do you guys think of the stage?
I mean, I can't
We-
say
We don't
anything. I don't
see
see
anything on the
anything.
stage.
I don't understand Sakurai's definition of close. I consider the game being close as in it comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Not like
2 months.
a month.
2 months is not close to me.
No.
It's
Well, really,
too far.
it's only 1 month now for Japan.
Yeah, that's probably what
yeah.
he was talking about.
Yeah, let's talk about where I am. I'll give you a hint. It's not Japan.
No. Some people in the chat, though, were saying this isn't En's Castle. So I'm curious, just what is it if it's not En's Castle?
It's definitely En's Castle.
I think so, too. Why are people...
It is. You can see the steps.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, that's very strange. Some people are saying it's Parfum Palace from X and Y. It's definitely
Some
not.
people
It's
are
definitely
partially
En's Castle.
blind. We should move on.
Yeah. People are going in the background, too. They're going, Dennis, boom, Dennis. Because I guess that's the song they wanted to play in the background. Anyway, let's move on to the last pick of the day that we got
Oh,
to cover
boy.
this episode.
Who's ready for Angry Birds?
Oh, my
Yep.
goodness.
Oh man.
Oh boy. I
Uh,
was the only one thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
August 1st. So Sakurai says, what's up with this bomb? This looks like the stadium from the home run contest, but there's no bat. But once you touch the bomb, it begins to count down. Give it enough damage and launch it at the right time, and then the bomb's countdown hits 0. It goes boom, but not only will the blast destroy targets, it'll also cause a chain of reactions by using shattered walls and bomb blocks, all of which contributes to you getting a high score. This is the new
Yay.
activity that combines the concepts of target smash and the home run contest. It's called Angry Birds. Your final score is the total
Exactly.
you rack up over 2 rounds. Over your course of Target Blast, your Target Blast scores will also contribute to your global smash power.
Oh boy!
So this is sort of what I was talking about a couple weeks ago about the global smash power thing. Could someone like only play this mode, like this Angry Birds type Target Blast mode, and
And
get
look
their
like a
global
threat?
smash power like crazy high above people who are actually playing online?
Look, all I know is that I can't wait for Smash 3DS and Wii U to not have any sort of online API so that I can't put people's Smash Power in their profiles on Smash boards.
Why don't you want to link it on Smashboards?
I do. I'm just saying I won't be able to because Nintendo's so behind on internets.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think this mode looks cool. It's better than
It
just
looks
regular
cool.
break targets.
I'll
Yeah.
care when there's an API.
Yeah. Well, with
You're
that,
the only-
Help me, Nintendo.
Angry Birds.
That was such a weird thing to say.
Camera problems. They're
Yeah.
talking about Smash Power. That's the only thing on my mind when Smash Power comes to mind. Is I want people to be able to punch in their Nintendo Network ID on a site like Smashboards and be able to pull up information about their Smash scores and shit. I want to be able to like list someone's fucking best target Smash time or best fucking target blast score or whatever on their profiles.
Personally,
I wanna
that's
be able to
think
do that.
about when I want to get off. Yeah. So
Yeah,
okay.
same.
keep-
That's like I'm gonna run to the bathroom for 5 minutes during our break because I've got
Good
myself
lord.
all
What? Where's
hot and heavy over programming.
Right, so
Yeah, can we do a break?
yeah, we are going to do a very quick bake and then bake.
Let's go ahead and do a quick, easy
Right, we
bake.
are not going to be doing a quick bake. We're going to be
Yeah,
doing
we
a
are.
break, and
Well, everyone that's not Roger.
Jamaica.
when we come back, we're going to be talking about Project
Mike
M,
together about
SDCC, the Smash tournament there, Zenith, Super Smash Bros. Flash, and we're also going to be answering listener questions. So we will be right back. In the meantime, enjoy Mike's wonderful music choices. Oh
I mean,
my
the reason
God.
why she didn't get that abortion was because I told
Okay,
her.
Stop. Oh my
That was the darkest.
That's the darkest thing you've ever said in the history of the show. Oh my lord. Oh, gosh.
I need to hear it on the screen.
All right, guys, we are back from break. I can't even believe you just said that, Ricky. I'm not.
I didn't say. I was talking to you in
Look at the
confidence.
chat. Look at
and
the
nobody
chat.
told me.
Yeah, I know. It's
back
all
on air.
this. Hello.
Nobody told me we were back on air.
We are back on air. So is everybody here right now? I think everybody except for Shofu is here, right? Warchamp, are you here?
Shizzy's in here.
All right, cool. So
I mean,
when-
I'm as here as I can be after that.
oh,
Shizzy is in here.
all right. So I was just asking about Warchamp being here because I thought we would lead off the news this week with you because you have some Project M news to share, right?
I do.
Cool.
No, that was
Talk
a question.
about it.
I do.
Wow. I'm sorry. I just read something in the chat about the abortion thing.
Hey, okay, let's move on. Warchamp,
Go on.
talk about your Project M news, man.
I don't know. I was making to throw up the alts first. We're gonna talk about that. So
We'll talk about it.
I'm just gonna trust in Mike. I'm just gonna start talking about the alts. So for those who didn't watch it, back at CEO, we showed off a new mode that we're gonna be putting in the next version of Project M, as well as a couple of the new alt costumes that are coming. The ones that we showed at CEO were Light Suit Samus, a Sigurd-inspired outfit for Marth that I have dubbed Fancy Marth. We've got a retro-style Pit costume, and we tossed Lucario in a gi, kind of Street Fighter style. He's got a cool headbands with the fighter logos on them and stuff. And then Melee Ganondorf, because everybody misses the Melee Dorf. So we revealed those at CEO, and then over the last 3 weeks, every Tuesday, and still going forward, we still got more. Every Tuesday, we've been showing off a new alt costume that's going to be in the next version of Project M. We don't have a version number yet. We don't have a release date yet. But we are working on the next version. We're always working on the next version, but things are going well right now. And fun fact about the one we just showed on Tuesday, Shinobi Squirtle. I didn't even know that costume existed until 3 a.m. that day.
See, I assumed that was the costume you were hinting at last time, where you said there was like a Project M costume that's better than anything you've ever seen.
No, that was Armored Ike, which Mike just threw up on stream. I guess
that was dope.
it would have been 20 seconds ago.
Yeah, Ike does look pretty powerful in his new outfit.
Some people don't. A lot of people actually don't like it. Whoa.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Wait, are we back from
Maybe
break?
the head
Yeah,
proportions.
yeah. We're talking about Project M.
I was about to say, I walked my dog and y'all ain't come back yet. This is the longest break ever.
You probably missed the one thing about break that we're gonna need to edit out.
What?
Something about pregnancy and
Something that is private and unnecessary.
Which one
yeah.
do you have for baby?
So continuing with Project M news, is there anything else you want to talk about, Warchamp, before we move on to San Diego?
If anybody didn't watch CO and didn't see All Star Versus, it's a new mode we're putting in the next version. It was a very rough version at CEO. Obviously, it's still ironing out all the nice details of it. But if anybody didn't see it, basically, it's going to be a special mode just like Turbo. And you set the stocks, and then you pick characters, and the order that you pick your characters is the order that you will get them once you're in game. So, like, if you set the game to 5 stocks and then you pick Squirtle, Meta Knight, Ivysaur, Fox, Falco, you'll get those 5 characters in that order for your 5 stocks. If you don't pick as many characters as there are stocks, you'll just stay on the last character you picked, I think.
So I could just pick 5 Fox.
Yeah, if you're fucking no fun.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Jeez.
So will there be
how did
like
you guys
actual
figure
like?
out how to do that though?
Hmm?
How did you guys figure out how to do that though?
That was a project I think pretty much solely done by one of our newer members named WheezeTech. That was basically his baby child. That's not a real. That's not a good way to be describing that after Ricky's return from the break. But, but
So are they going to be like?
Not that I don't love children. I love children, but okay. Let's keep
Are they actually going to be like character slots or not character tokens, or are they just going to be like in the
like visual kind of aesthetic aspect of it is something that has been worked on. I know one thing WheezeTech wants to try and do, like, because we're really limited in the stuff we're able to do.
Yeah.
One of the things WheezeTech wants to try to do is to have multiple tokens that just like kind of get left behind when you pick someone. He wants to try that. Someone brought up the idea of when you pick a character, the border around them is like set to your player color, and so someone suggested maybe trying to make that border stick around after you pick a character, and then if multiple people pick the same character, we're not really sure how it would do that. I think one person suggested reserving like one edge of the border per player because there's 4 sides to each rectangle.
That would make sense.
I don't think it's possible to actually do that though. So instead we can make it like flash between the colors of the player that picked them. Like I don't know how we're gonna do it, but it's obviously something that's still on the table for the kind of aesthetic aspects of it. But it's something that'll be done before the next version, of course.
Is there any possibility of Project M Extreme Beach Volleyball?
God damn it!
The silence is a no.
God damn it!
Oh, boy.
It's good to dream.
I mean, it could be a thing, like, you know, we heat under the dress, so, you know.
God dang it!
Oh my gosh.
I think the best answer to this is to deny the Skype friend request Shizzy just sent me.
Not bad. Not bad.
All right, well, if that kind of wraps up Project M news, then we're going to start talking about San Diego Comic-Con. So for a lot of you guys...
Before you do.
Yes.
A question for the chat. Pick a number, 3 or 5.
All right, so chat, you heard it?
Now you can continue.
3 or 5.
First number I see, I'll tell you.
All right. So we're going to start talking about the San Diego Comic-Con Smash Brothers tournament that happened. So first off, big shout-outs to Toph and to Scar for representing our community.
5.
And doing 5 was, by the way, the first number.
It's not the first. This is a poll.
So big...
5 it is.
big shout outs, like I said, to Toph and to Scar for commentating along with the guys at Treehouse during this Smash Brothers tournament. And basically, we found out that Bowser is really good in the next Smash Brothers game.
I could have told you that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of us were talking about that after E3 and after the Comic-Con demo. But, Nick, wasn't there something you wanted to mention regarding this tournament?
Battlefield, no items, Bowser only. That was probably the hypest shit I've ever seen in my life.
The ending was great because they actually ended up going into a bracket reset because Larry, who was the guy who won, was in losers. And for a really long time, living like Larry was a trending topic on Twitter throughout the course of that fight. People were all tweeting out living like Larry.
He lost the first round, got sent to losers, and won the entire thing.
Yep.
That is amazing.
That's Bowser. And both of the Bowser players, I forgot the name of the other guy, but both of them were playing
Damien.
Yeah, Larry and Damien were both playing really, really well. I noticed one thing is it looks like Bowser's down special in the air actually breaks a complete shield.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. I said this on Japan Time before.
That is insane.
It's way too strong.
Oh, man.
His size
You shouldn't get hit by that.
Well, I guess no. Yeah, you should be able to dodge it, but still, in all, that is powerful.
His side smash is ridiculous.
His tilts are all really good too. I noticed, like his up tilt, his down. Both of his side tilts are good. So
yeah.
Is Bowser that good, or does everybody just suck with everybody else?
That's it. Bowser is a very simple character.
Yeah, I think he's actually just good. Like of the characters that we've seen so far, it looks like
Okay, I'm gonna make a prediction, and I'll give him mid tier.
I think he's probably going to be like Ike was when Brawl came out.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
At the first tournament
fast,
of Brawl, no. At the first tournament of Brawl ever, the grand finals was 2 Ikes on Battlefield. Now look at Ike.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I do remember
So
that.
it'll probably be just like that. But I mean, Bowser, he's just strong, he's heavy, he's fast. Like, he got a ginormous buff. He's really
Yeah, he's usable now. I feel kind of bad. Like, I really hope Gimpy Fish gets back into the game and starts playing Bowser because I'd love to see the stuff he does. I mean, DJ Nintendo's been putting in work with him, but still.
It's like an entirely new character.
Yeah.
He looks like he's even faster than Donkey Kong, and that was like one of the fastest heavyweights.
Yeah. One of the other things I was going to mention too, because people were talking about it during the tournament. It seems like Sheik got a pretty big nerf actually, which is weird. Which is weird because I heard that Sheik was good during E3 and during the
Sheik was
demos.
amazing.
I didn't get a chance to play as her very much, but still.
Did you watch the match of Sheik and Bowser?
I did.
Sheik was giving Bowser a lot of trouble.
Really?
It's just the fact that I think it's because it's being played on a 3DS. It's probably harder to maneuver Sheik.
So I'm still not entirely sure. Like, what is her down special and what is her side special?
Her side special is the grenade. I'm pretty sure.
The vacuum grenade thing, whatever the hell.
Yeah, and the down special is that big jump thing.
Okay, so the bouncing fish thing still.
Which can get out of hit stun. That is so broken.
Wow.
She gives a good character. She's gonna be good.
I'm not mad at this. I'd rather have these two moves than the freaking chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Speaking of hit stun, by the way, there was a brief little moment that happened during the stream where Toph was talking to Scar about how wonderful it would be if Fox's lasers have hit stun. And there was a moment where JC, who friend of the show over at Treehouse, was talking and then was like, actually, I can't say anything about that. Which a lot of people took as confirmation that maybe hit stun on Fox's laser could be one of the custom movesets, which would be crazy.
I'm thinking that's probably gonna be.
Yeah, that's the information we drew from that comment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was that.
That'd be really bad.
He's probably gonna have the 64 lasers, if anything, if it's gonna be customizable.
Well, what do you mean, Warchip, though? Like, because it sounded like half sarcastic.
Well, it was because everyone accepted that comment as him almost accidentally leaking Falco, because they were talking about lasers having stun.
Or that.
Oh yeah, true.
That's true. True.
Well, he could have just said, oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I took it because he didn't say like, well, what are you talking about? Falco is it? It seemed like the way he said it, he was like,
because that's how he would jeopardize his career.
That's how he would jeopardize his job. No, but like I thought the way it was spoken, it sounded to me like it was a custom moveset kind of thing. Yeah, so Mike is saying he clarified on stream. He said, "Oh, that's almost like." So yeah, maybe it could have been Falco. He could have very well said it. That's almost like Falco. So, Well, I don't know. Either way, I thought we got Falco confirmed with that great Fox stage anyway. So, and we all know Falco's coming back. So
He's piloting one of the R-wings. He can't fight
we shall see.
Yeah, guys, he got deconfirmed because he's piloting one of the freaking.
unless they taught Alfonso how to pilot them.
God damn it!
All right. So one of the other things that we wanted to talk about on news really quick, because people were asking us what we thought about it. Did anyone get a chance to play Super Smash Bros. Flash?
I played a
cares,
little
dude?
bit of it.
Okay. Well, the new update of Super Smash Bros. Flash 2 came out. Ultranick, what did you think of it from what you played? Because I only played a little bit. I messed around with Naruto, and I was like, I'm not a fan of this, and then I stopped playing.
Yeah, it's alright.
Super
At
Smash
best.
Bros. Ass.
It's a nice distraction, but that's it.
Well,
They put it,
at least we can't say that we didn't bring it up. People asked. All right, so we
Yeah.
brought it up.
what system is it on?
It's a flash game. It's a
I ought to go out of my way to play that when I can go out of my way to play Project Down.
Yeah, exactly.
True. All right, well, with that, then, we are going to turn it over to listener questions for the last 10 minutes. So, guys, you could start firing off your listener questions, and we will get started. So
I got a Twitter one that we covered in the pre-show. We didn't actually cover it during the real show.
Go right ahead.
Rayman and the Nintendo
yeah.
the Nintendo of Canada video.
I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that was a mistake, and Rayman is not playable.
That he had to mim. He had
One-
to.
Dude,
mimic
it's like it's a Canadian guy. Like he.
Aren't you from
Nintendo-
Canada?
What? Yeah, I don't give a shit. Nintendo of Canada is nothing.
Yeah, I really think it was like a mistake.
Nintendo of Canada didn't even have a Twitter account until like a month ago.
Really?
Yeah, really?
Statue and thought it was
I'm honestly thinking he meant Mega Man.
I honestly thought that too. I thought maybe like the day before he saw the Rayman trophy thing.
I don't know how he would make that
really?
mistake when Mega Man was literally on screen. How could he mess up that name?
And he didn't really sound like he said Rayman. It sounded more like he said Me Man.
No, it sounded like Rayman.
I don't know. I'm telling you, it was,
As a Canadian listening to a Canadian accent, he said Rayman.
He meant to say Ridley, man.
God damn! Shut up.
but yeah, that's something a lot of people have been asking about. So I don't personally believe it. In fact, I know I don't believe it. I know that guy's full of it.
The video would have been taken down a
Exactly.
long time.
We would have gotten a cease and desist immediately.
Barbra Streisand effect.
What do you mean, Barbra Streisand effect? What do you mean?
Do you not know what that is?
Well, please explain for the listeners.
It's when you try to take attention away from something and it ends up drawing even more attention than it would have ever gotten.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think that would have been the case with the cease and desist, because no one would have even noticed that video. It wasn't on like a huge channel or anything. It was on like a smaller channel that a guy put up an interview like at a demo event, and then it just happened to be in there, and then it got reported on, and then people kind of blew it up. So
Which, by the way, all of them played like ass during that freaking
during
video.
that video.
Oh god,
It's a
damn.
bunch of casual people.
Not even the Nintendo of Canada rep guy knew how to use a Final Smash.
Ugh.
Dude, you just press B. I don't understand.
It's hard,
How
man.
hard is that?
It's
really
complex.
hard, dude. Yeah.
There's like 7 buttons on that controller, dude.
God damn it!
So someone asked the question. This is the Soul Legacy. He asked, "Do you guys think that the Wii U version will at least have an extra function that will let the person that's using the gamepad play as boss characters?" I think it's possible.
I'd be
possible.
surprised. I'd be surprised if Sakurai, being the game designer and innovative guy that he tends to be, doesn't do something involving the gamepad.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
C. Ferrito says, "Do you think Ness will be back? And if he is, do you think his final Smash will be changed?"
Although
I'll
tech-
say
Technically,
this.
but just really quick back to the last one. Technically, you could say that Amiibo are a use of the gamepad.
Oh,
I,
So anyway,
I say this: the Franklin badge is in the game. Game over.
So is Mr. Saturn.
Exactly. So yeah, there you go. Nest confirmed.
I mean,
They don't-
Samurai Goro is in the game. So
look,
Exactly.
Luigi. When Luigi was announced, they specifically mentioned we don't normally announce unlockable characters.
yeah.
Falcon was in the reveal trailer and didn't get the little splash card thingy because he's an unlockable. Ness hasn't been shown because he's an unlockable.
Well, I thought Falcon didn't get a splash card thingy because he was a veteran.
that's kind of what I thought too.
Yeah, that too.
So I got another question. This is from I'm a Beast 78, and he said, "Monday is the Hyrule Warriors Direct. Do you think we're going to be getting a Smash Brothers trailer to go along with it, as well as a character reveal? Again,
It would be nice, but I doubt it.
Would be hype.
I
It'd be
honestly
nice,
think.
but I doubt it.
I'm honestly thinking we're getting a character reveal on the Japanese release day for Hyrule Warriors.
I'm in complete agreement. I think it's going to be whenever that is, August 13th or whatever.
Yes.
That's when we're going to get a character reveal. So do you guys, this is just a personal question, because we never really talked about it on the show other than the first couple episodes. Do you guys at this point buy into that trophy theory where every one of the trophies that was shown in that Smash Direct leads to a new representative in the game? And if
That'd be
so,
cool.
do you think a character from Skyward Sword is going to be playable in the next Smash?
If it's from
like
Skyward
that's your
Sword,
theory.
it's probably Girahim.
It's probably Goose.
Girahim or
I would love. I would literally kill a man for Groose.
You would kill a man?
Would kill a man. Yeah.
Okay.
And then if it's from the Metroid series, I'm honestly thinking somebody either from Prime 3, Prime Hunters, or Ridley.
Prime Hunters is not a game that existed.
Yeah.
Oops.
People are. Oh man.
Had good characters though.
That's all I had.
Yeah.
I want.
Who is the Red
I want
Sniper guy?
Adam
Was it?
From
No,
I was like-
no.
I
Die,
want
Kobe.
Adam.
Die, Kobe.
And then also
Die.
that black guy. I can't.
Yo, what
remember
about
his
what
name.
about that
Anthony-
leak? What about that leak that said we were getting him Duck Hunt Dog?
What?
Oh my
Hold on.
god.
The Duck Hunt Dog.
Oh,
No, but seriously,
what about
what was the Metroid Prime Hunters guy that was the sniper? Was it Trace?
Trace? Yeah.
Trace, yeah.
That guy was cool.
Who was the guy that turned invisible?
Wait, go back to what Warchamp just said though. What is this about? A Duck Hunt Dog leak? What is this?
No, it's just some stupid leak on 4chan, I think, or something.
Oh, okay,
It was a dumb joke.
Oh, we'll ignore it then. I thought it was like some legitimate thing, and I was like, oh yes, let's talk about this.
Oh hell no! It was like Duck Hunt Dog and the fucking kangaroo from Nintendo mini games or something.
Yeah.
And I've never even heard of that one.
This one's
Ricky
a
the
question
kangaroo.
from J Marquez 052596, and he says, "What are your thoughts on Dylan Sprouse now being part of the Smash Brothers community?"
I don't care.
Let's
Not
kick his
bad.
ass.
It's
Cool.
cool.
I'm more happy that fucking Wolfgang from Van Halen plays Project M. How about
Yeah, I think that's awesome that we're getting like celebrities and stuff involved in this scene. That's cool. That can't do anything but hurt. I mean, but help.
Hey, Roger, I got a text from Coastward. He want me to tell you something.
What
Uh-oh.
did you want? What did you want to?
Why are you doing him a favor?
I don't know. He wanted me to say.
You gotta bleep that, Mike. You gotta bleep it for
You
the
gotta bleep
children.
that, Mike. All right.
You gotta bleep it for everybody.
All right.
Question from Demonic Ritual, and he's
Only that instance of swearing. Leave the
Yeah,
rest on.
just that one.
Every other one, just lazy editing.
yeah.
And then that was just like,
So
I like
this is
that.
a question from Demonic Ritual, and he says, "How many at this point characters do you think are going to be revealed? Do you think we're only going to get a couple more newcomers? And what do you think is the final roster number size?"
I think I was saying this before we actually started. I'm honestly thinking we're getting everybody from Brawl except Ivysaur, Snake, and Squirtle
Yep.
for veterans.
I had a dream the one night the snake actually got revealed.
Hold on. Can I tell you guys about this dream I had about Smash 4?
Go ahead.
Okay, I don't know what these characters' names are, but I dreamt that the rhino, ostrich, and swordfish from Donkey Kong Country were playable.
What?
I don't know.
Freaking Guard
Rambi would have been a cool final smash.
I played the rhino, but then I woke up.
Rambi, Ungard, and what's the spider's name?
I fell asleep while watching the San Diego Comic-Con stream, and then that happened.
Okay, chat's not shutting up about when the next Project M update is coming out. I don't know. We don't have a date yet. We don't even have a version number yet.
2 weeks.
Wow.
What was it? Was it 2.6 where we did some podcast and just like, by the way, tomorrow?
Yeah.
That's not happening tonight, okay?
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
You guys are pulling up Beyonce, man. You're gonna do it just
No, we did it. We did it
advertisement, no
once. We're not
marketing.
doing. We did it once. We're not doing it again. We're not pulling a Dreamcast.
So somebody just mentioned in the. Oh my goodness. Never mind. I'm not going to read that. Never mind.
is,
The
it,
question was like, this is a good question, and
is
then
it this?
I read the second half, and yeah.
Oh,
Not reading
okay.
that. Not reading that out loud. All right. So the next one.
Oh yeah, that
Also
one.
the
Yeah.
same question.
So somebody
I saw
mentioned.
that
Somebody mentioned. Do you guys think the chorus kids from Rhythm Heaven are going to be in the game? And if so, do you think that Jigglypuff will be revealed in the trailer along with them, considering they're both music-based characters?
It will make sense.
Mike is yelling right now in the Skype chat that it's got to be Karate Joe.
Yeah, it better be Karate Joe if it's from Rhythm Heaven.
A bunch of people, Shadow Pulse included, says, "Can you guys invite Dylan to Japan time in the future?" Sure.
We'll
I
get
thought
right
about-
on that.
I thought about doing it today, but he's at Zenith.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. We weren't gonna do it today, but potentially we could add him in the future. When do you think we'll see another newcomer trailer? That's from Flippin' Fox. I think we kind of answered this with the Hyrule Warriors thing, didn't we?
We're probably seeing one this month. I'm honestly thinking we're seeing one this month.
That's going to be it.
Yeah.
This will be the last one.
And what is this? Do you guys think it's likely for another Donkey Kong rep to be confirmed like Dixie?
I doubt it.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I mean, Rambi would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. They would have put in just the Rhino as a character.
Even Cranky, I think, would have been cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Like with a stick and all that stuff, and being able to like pogo bounce.
Yeah, that would be awesome. There was definitely a week, I think it was like episode 6 or 7 though, when Nintendo teased during the VGCs that there was going to be a big announcement, and then it turned out to be Cranky Kong. And we all were joking that Cranky Kong would be in the game. But I think at this point, I don't know if it's going to be happening. Okay, so this is something that we will actually answer right now. This is something that a bunch of people have been messaging me throughout the course of the week. They ask every Japan time. This is from Rampage Magma, as well as like hundreds of other people. He says, so what is going to happen to the show when the game comes out? I love Japan time and want it to continue. All right, so we are currently talking about what to do with the show. We've talked about this a lot off the air, just privately and like
selling it
little
to Sega.
Selling it to Sega.
Japan
Real
Time
talk.
Legends.
We'll have more to talk about after the game is out.
Exactly.
We'll be playing the game during Japan.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll probably be actually streaming gameplay while we're playing.
Japan Time
We'll
tournament.
probably be talking about like analysis stuff. We'll be getting more into analysis about how characters play, tier lists, tournament coverage, stuff like that. But like Zeph said, we're honestly going to have more to talk about once the games actually come out. And I don't know. I think like 3 or 4 of you guys are getting the Japanese release, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know Shofu is.
Yeah, so we'll probably be talking about that for the month and a half where we don't have the game.
I'm going to be at Megfest that weekend.
But then after that, after the actual game comes out, all of us will be playing it live streamed and talking about it and just answering questions and having fun. Because obviously you guys really like the podcast. We love doing it. It's a blast every week, every other week when we actually end up recording it. And yeah, we definitely want to keep it going for you guys. So yeah, no worries. Japan Time will be continuing after the game comes out. Don't worry about that. But before we end the show, first I want to say thank you guys so much for coming, to Shizzy and to Ultra Nick and to well, I was going to say War Champ, but you're always on. But to Kobe.
Oh, okay.
Shofu's not here right now.
We'll see how grateful you are when I'm not here anymore.
Well, no, but you're like a regular. You're one of our regulars, so I didn't mean that. But thank you guys for coming out. So, Shizzy, you want to plug where people can find you?
YouTube.com/callme6. I'll just put it in the chat.
There you go. And he's got an album dropping soon.
Yes, Animated comes out. I'm aiming for September 26th.
New Beethoven. All right, and Kobe, Ultranic, where can people find you guys?
Go for it,
ahead,
Dominic.
Kobe. Oh, okay. You can find me at Alternate. You can find me on YouTube as Alternate24. You can also find me on Twitter and Twitch, same username. There you go, Kobe. Go ahead.
All right, Kobanermani456 on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch.
Sweet.
There you go.
And so the rest of us, obviously, you guys can find in the ending. Rogers Base, Ricky Cocaine, Official Shofu, The Real Zeph, and Coastward, but Coast isn't here right now. And Mike Brock, by the way, again, go follow Mike. This man is wonderful. Without him, we wouldn't be able to get the show out to you live like we do. He puts in so much work. So everyone go follow Mike, definitely. That's what we should do for the end of this episode. All of you guys follow Mike. But we are not going to end the episode without giving you what we've been asking for what seems like weeks.
I'm looking at the stream and they keep asking for one thing and I don't understand what it is.
So Ricky, let me ask you, is there a Ricky Cocaine story this week to wrap up the episode?
Dude, okay. So this is not sensible. If I'm telling the stories all the time on Japan Time, why would people want to buy the book? Well, the book is finished. It's finished. I need everybody to cop it out, and I want Mike to make sure that he puts it on stream. I don't know if he has the cover. I didn't send him a picture of the cover yet, but it's pure white product, blood-soaked hands, all cocaine, everything. Live, love, cocaine. Why have you forsaken me, God? Why have you saved me, cocaine? Okay, this is the
You've edited the title.
huh?
You've edited the title now. It's even longer.
No, it's not longer. That was the original title before, but you cut me off when I was trying to say it.
Ah, okay, I see.
But
Well,
now that all they need to do is type all of that into Google. They're gonna find a PDF version of it because I've leaked my own book, and in there is a volume over 6,000 pages of my entire first half of my life story from conception to age 1, and then we'll just continue until we get to, my current age right now. But I do think I owe people an explanation as to where I've been,
Yep.
what I've been up to,
Yep.
and the honest truth is, my life is hectic. You get that, right? You know more than anybody what I'm up to. So just a little side note, I'm not necessarily just a drug dealer, okay? So I've been pursuing my dream of becoming a physician, okay? And part of the reason was because of botched surgeries with old drug mules.
Okay.
And the reason I see this is I will become a surgeon myself so I can do the surgeries myself and implant the kilos of cocaine that I need to be shipped to Russia on a weekly basis. And the reason is it's just a necessity to cut out the middleman because it's always been like this. This is like, you remember back in that last story that I was telling you, right?
Which
when
one? The
we were talking about how we met.
Yeah.
Yeah. So back then, I think it ended with us whatchamacallit in the shootout or something.
Yeah, and we
left
friends.
everybody at a cliffhanger.
I unloaded my gun into your chest, and then we became. That's where it left
What we
off.
need to do.
That's where
What
it
we
left
need
off.
to do.
So
This is for everybody in stream right now. I want them to watch the episode that goes up on Shofu's thing, where we do a continuation and finish it up there. You listen, and you wait.
That video, we're doing a separate video. We're announcing that right now. It's a new series.
Yeah, we're doing a separate video, and Mike's gonna edit it in.
Lord, that's a
Let them get ready.
People are asking though, Ricky, what does Russia have to do with any of this?
It's gonna be in the story and in the book.
All right, in the book.
Buy the
Writing a
book.
book?
The book is finished. Where have you been? You need to get a copy, and it's on DVD.
And
Yo,
it's
listen, I want it on the set.
Shofu is doing a reading. He's doing an audiobook. It's read. The entire book is read by Shofu.
Ricky, I thought we were in talks.
Diggers, Dito.
Hello?
Is it on VHS though? I don't have DVD.
It's still on VHS and 8-track. I make sure I get it to everybody.
Ricky,
Why
Did anyone just see the stream?
And cassette tape.
Mike just flashed the words "I'm going to die" and got rid of them in like a split second.
Yeah, I just saw it.
By the way, Ricky, this is totally random, but one of the first weeks that I was in LA, there was actually a geisha place that I walked by and I took a picture and I forwarded to you. I don't remember if you still have the picture, but I told you that I actually found one of your old hideouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why you go to my bankrupted businesses just to shove it into my face.
I don't know. It's funny.
Because it's funny. Like, the thing that I didn't know is you have to just use women when you want to use prostitutes.
Oh,
People aren't interested in Muslim extremists.
You want to use women. This is going.
God damn.
You live and you learn. Live, love, cocaine.
All right. And guys, with that, we are going to be back again in 2 weeks with episode 26. Until then, stay safe, and we will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.